On March 23, 2010, the Economic Policy Institute released a report showing the U.S. jobs lost or displaced due to trade with China. A staggering 2.4 million jobs lost are broken down in the report by state and, for the first time, by congressional district. AAM Executive Director Scott Paul and the Economic Policy Institute's Rob Scott discussed the report and its effects on U.S. trade policy with China.
Well, this report on the job drain in China should be a game changer in the China debate because it shows for the first time just how many jobs have been lost and where they've been lost. You can find out by industry, you can find out by state, you can find out by congressional district. And the truth is, I think most people imagine that we've lost a lot of manufacturing jobs to China from the industrial heartland. That's true. But what most people probably will come to discover and be surprised by is that we've lost a lot of high-tech jobs in places like Massachusetts, and New Hampshire, and Texas, and California, and Oregon, and North Carolina. So it really expands the debate.
This report shows that we've lost about 2.4 million jobs due to growing trade deficits with China. And if you stop for a minute and ask yourself just how big is that number? This is the worst recession we've had since the 1930s. We've lost about 10 million jobs overall. If we could simply go back, erase history and go back to where we were in 2001, perhaps we could recover most of those or even all of those 2.4 million jobs and help, that single move alone, I think would help to reverse at least 25% of the effect of this recession on our economy. That would be a huge contributor to getting out of the depths of this recession.
Well, just to give viewers some background, the Treasury Department is right over my shoulder right there. By April 15th, the Secretary of the Treasury will have to decide whether to designate China as a currency manipulator or not. It's supposed to be a report that's based on fact. It's not supposed to be an opinion. And everyone agrees that China is manipulating its currency. So I think the truth will be told about how serious the Obama administration is about managing our trade relationship with China in a beneficial way to American workers and businesses, and also, frankly, keeping some of its campaign promises on trade and in particular on China by what Secretary Geithner does with this report on April 15th. We all hope that he designates China as a currency manipulator. It would kick off a series of negotiations designed to bring the value of the Chinese currency up against the dollar. That means more jobs for the United States, a lower trade balance, and a better quality of life for our kids.
I think it affects both Republican and Democratic workers. I think workers in all 50 states and all 435 congressional districts have been hurt by growing trade deficits with China. So I think members of the House and the Senate from both parties are going to feel the heat on this issue. And I think you're going to see a bipartisan response. You've seen that already from Senators Graham and Schumer in this case.